Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Eagles offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Minutemen offense heads onto the field for the first time today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. It would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready? Break. Double.
Wilson will throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Pressure coming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Breaks into the open.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. UMass lines up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. This one's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get them going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so...
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wilson to pass. He's going to run it. Moving past the 25. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Got a man, it's great. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UMass! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bullock. Right on the money. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw again. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Auburn.
Wilson will throw.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll try to do it himself.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Rushes on him. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Got a little space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kelly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Fake the spike, and now he's going to throw it. unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And they're trying to rush up to the line of scrimmage, and look at this. They're trying to fool the defense and hurry up, and then they fake the spike, and then it's just a long-distance spot because it's still incomplete just a few seconds later.
He got it, and that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Wilson will throw. Bringing the heat. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Eastern Michigan, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st down for this offense. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hood. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Wilson to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. With the catch, it's Gray. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Gray. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got enough space. Touchdown, Minutemen. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 17 over Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this 1st down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of hands.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Minutemen in search of a 3rd down conversion as we open play in the 4th. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Wilson will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UMass.
And that is was a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. He's got it and still on his feet. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Offense, quick tempo. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Try to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Wilson to pass. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Under fire. Stumbled to the ground.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the right. This time he's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dumps it off in the flats. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bonner. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Back to throw. It's Bullock. He's got the back in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
For the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Punts it out of the air. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. UMass trying to get this clock to 0. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pressure coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal.
For the offense. QB spikes it. No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
Between the uprights, it's good. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Crosses the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's got it inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They strike first here in overtime.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wilson will throw. Here's a heat. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Pocket breaking down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this.
Touchdown, Minutemen! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he makes the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wilson to pass. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.